Hello, it's Alex, the Bookubus. Today I'm going to be talking about Richard Laymon, and specifically a themed month of reading Richard Laymon books in June, and this is called Reading and Rumps because he does like his rumps. This was a brilliant idea from the wonderful Regina at Regina's Haunted Library. We were actually able to meet up recently for an evening, which was really fun. Always so nice to hang out with her. And we got chatting about Richard Laymon at some point, and before you know it, we're talking about having a whole month devoted to reading his books. So Regina has helmed putting this project together and has gotten a few more other awesome booktubers involved too. I will leave everyone linked below. Please do go check everyone out. You probably are already following them anyway, but just in case. And basically this is just a casual reading month of reading some Richard Laymon books, whether you are new to him or whether you are a seasoned Laymaniac. Anyone can join in. Even if you just want to pick up one of his books, that would be awesome. And yeah, he isn't necessarily for everyone. He definitely falls into that trashy, sleazy end of horror, which is definitely my cup of tea, but I know isn't everyone's. So yeah, word of caution if you've never read any of his books. He does like to depict women in various states of undress, to say the least. But his books are usually a really fun time. So I would recommend them if they sound interesting to you. And I figured I would wear my Garth Marenghi shirt today because they seem like they would be in the same kind of world, you know, that pulpy, trashy, sleazy world. There are some reading prompts for this event, so go check out Regina's video for those. They're just for fun, you know, you don't have to use them. I'm just thinking I'm going to try and read two of his books, at least two of his books in June, and if I want to read more, I have more on hand. So I actually have 7 of his books on my shelves that I have not yet read. So I've definitely got plenty to dive into. I'm certainly not planning on reading all 7 back to back, but stranger things have happened. So anyway, I'll just run through the ones I've got quickly. I've got After Midnight, All Hallows Eve, Darkness Tellers, The Lake, Nights in the Lonesome October, One Rainy Night, and last up, The Stake. So they all look fun. I think if I was only going to pick 2, I think I would go with Darkness Tellers because it's got a Ouija board on the cover and I'm just a sucker for that kind of shenanigans. It said it started as a game, 6 college kids at a party, then someone suggested they try the Ouija board. So I guess they make contact with some kind of spirit who starts making demands and promises of some hidden treasure. So that sounds like a fun romp and I am here for it. And I think the second one I'm maybe most interested in is After Midnight. I think either After Midnight or The Lake sound kind of the next interesting to me. So this one is about someone called Alice, or maybe she's not actually called Alice, and she is house sitting for a friend, and then there's a strange man jumping naked into the swimming pool, and apparently he is coming to get her. So yeah, I feel like this might be like a cat and mouse kind of situation, like a home invasion thing going on. Could be fun. And who doesn't love a naked man in a swimming pool, am I right? So yeah, I think I'm going to dive into After Midnight and Darkness Tellers, but if there's any of the other ones I showed that you have read and you think I should make a point of reading soon, let me know. And I did want to touch on the Laymon books that I have already read in case you are looking to join in with Reading and Rumps, but you don't know where to start. So my first Laymon was Blood Games, and that was purely because I found this one in a thrift store, and so yeah, it was the only one I had at the time, and I figured why not start there. Yeah, this is about a group of female friends who go on a trip together to this abandoned like campsite where apparently there were some murders some years before. And yeah, doesn't sound like a good idea, and it turns out it isn't a good idea. So this one does have the sleazy elements and yeah, some possibly problematic things going on, but it does have some strong female characters, and I really enjoyed them, and the friendship between them I thought was really well done, so I really did enjoy this one. I guess I was pleasantly surprised with this one because a lot of people like Laymon, but I also know a lot of people dislike him too, and even though I love trashy stuff, I wasn't sure if this was going to be my kind of trash, but it turns out it is. So I would recommend that one. I also have read In the Dark. This is about a woman who works in a library, and one day she finds some money in a book, and it has some kind of note about, you know, something that she has to do in order to get more money. And so she keeps following these clues, as it were, and getting more and more money, but of course the things she has to do to get more and more extreme. So yeah, this one wasn't my favourite out of the ones I've read, but it was still a fun time. I think it just got a bit dragged out for me, but still, yeah, still a good one. And then the third one I have read is Resurrection Dreams, which is definitely, I think, the sleaziest of the three, and a super fun, wild time. It's about a guy who is trying to like resurrect corpses, and maybe he wants to resurrect a female corpse in order to, yeah, I think you can probably guess the rest. And we are also following a female character who years previously used to go to school with this guy, and she comes back into town and yeah, becomes caught up in this craziness. So yeah, a wild time, but I had a good time with it. So that's pretty much it for this video, just a quick one. I know Regina already has her video up, so please do go check that out. And the others are, yeah, putting their videos up soon if they're not up already. Everyone will be linked below, like I said, so please do go check them out. I hope some of you will want to join in with this too, and if so, I would love to hear about which books you're planning on reading. Yeah, like I said, it's just a casual thing. Read some Richard Laymon books in June, whether that's 1 book or 5 books or whatever you want to do. I think it's going to be a fun time. I, for one, am looking forward to it. So that's it for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!